Hello, today we are going to explain that it is Dropbox. Dropbox service. Dropbox is a file hosting service operated by the American company Dropbox, headquartered in San Francisco, California, that offers cloud storage, file synchronization, personal cloud, and client software. Dropbox was founded in 2007 by MIT students Drew Houston and Arash Ferdowsi, as a startup company with initial funding for Zen Accelerator and Combinator. It has been described as one of Combinator's most successful investments to date. However, Dropbox has also experienced criticism and generate controversy for the uses, including security breaches and privacy concerns. Dropbox has been blocked in China since 2014. It has a 5-star privacy ranking from the Electronic Frontier Foundation. Concept: Dropbox can create a special folder on the user's computers, the content of which are synchronized to Dropbox servers and to others' computers and devices where the user has installed Dropbox, keeping the same file up to date on all devices. Dropbox uses a freemium business model. We users are offered a free account with a seed storage size, with paid subscription available that offer more capacity and additional features. Platforms: Dropbox has computers app for Microsoft Windows, Apple's Mac, and Linux computers, and mobile apps for iOS, Android, and Windows Phone smartphones and tablets. It also offers a website interface. As part of its partnership with Microsoft, Dropbox announced a universal Windows 10 app in January 2016. In January 2014, Dropbox introduced streaming scenes for its computer's apps. Streaming scenes was described as a new superchange synchronization speed for large files that improves the upload or download time by up to times.
Dropbox for HTTP developers. The Dropbox API v2 is a set of HTTP endpoints that help your app and integrate with Dropbox. The Dropbox API allows developers to work with files in Dropbox, including advanced functionality like full text search, thumbnails, and sharing. The Dropbox API Explorer is the easiest way to get started making API calls. Dropbox Business API. The Dropbox Business API allows apps to manage the user lifecycle for a Dropbox business account and perform API actions on all members of a team. It also gives apps programmatic access to Dropbox Business admin functionality. Access types. There are 4 different access types of Dropbox Business API permissions. You should only request access to the minimum set of permissions that your app requires. Team information. Information about the team and aggregate usage data. Team auditing. Team information plus the team's detailed activity log. Team member file access, team information and audited, plus the ability to perform any action as any team member. Team member management, team information plus the ability to add, edit, and delete team members. Creating an application. You can create an application with Dropbox Business and 10. Testing your application. To test an app that calls the Dropbox Business API endpoints, you can request a free Dropbox Business development account. This will allow you to test app using a standard Dropbox Business team. Development accounts are granted on a by request basis and are contingent on additional terms and conditions outlined in the request form.
New Dropbox API Gating Strategy. The Dropbox API allows you to manage and control content programmatically and extend Dropbox capabilities in new and creative ways. If you ever wanted to explore the DBX platform, but didn't know where to begin, we just published a guide that will take you through the basic steps required to the head up and running using the Dropbox API. You learn all about building on a DBX platform by creating a simplified organization app to help sort files within your Dropbox account. This hating started with the Dropbox API, which is divided into three sessions. 1. Creating a Dropbox app and navigating the app console. In this session, you learn about the different app permission categories, how to manage your app settings, and track app analytics. 2. Working with the API documentation and API Explorer. In this session, you learn how to navigate and understand the documentation and begin testing endpoints to prototype your app. 3. Writing a script for a sample expense organizer app. In the final session, you'll be designing and writing a script for a file organization app using Dropbox. You can find more information on this link. Set up. To get the most out of this guide, you need to have a few things in place before we get started. 1. Dropbox account. 2. Python installation. 3. Dropbox Python SDK. 4. Text editor. 5. Zip file of sample expenses.
As we have defined it before, the application programming interface, also known by the acronym API, is a set of subroutines, functions, and producers or methods in object-oriented programming that offers a certain library to be used by other software as an abstraction layer. During this semester, in the web programming class, we were using a control panel called XAMPP, with which we made a connection to certain applications to work with him. Then a small tutorial on how to use it in Dropbox. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to synchronize automatically the document files and database files. The first thing you want to make sure is to get your zip app and running. I've installed the same in two modules, Apache and MySQL are running successfully. The next thing we want to do is open the config file. I can navigate my files just by clicking on this config option. And you want to open this httpd config file. Here we have to locate the directory. So I'm just gonna search for root document or document root. Here it's showing me the list of the document roots. Now, this is the moment they are pointing to my Dropbox folder, which I create. Let me show you. I create this folder used to synchronize my documents in database files. Here I hide my htdocs, where my documents inside are located. And here I have the first and second by default. Yours might be like, c:/htdocs/sites. But basically by default it's like this, so make sure you point to your Dropbox folder. This one, in the second one. You can do that on the other machine, on other computers, and use above anything you want. And the second thing, if you are going to work with a database, we need to take a look at this, my ini file. I navigate to there just by clicking on this config right next to my SQL module, so I can open this text editor, and here I have this folder. Make sure you point to your Dropbox folder as well for this one. Let me show. This folder contains all my document files, but this one contains the database files. So you point your database files to your Dropbox folder here. And the second one is this, and the last one is this. So then you just need to stop the server if they are currently running and restart them again. By now your files, your database files, your document files, they are just synchronized in data and they should be working correctly. So if you navigate to files to your sites which are on Dropbox, which are on a cloud, which means that they are synchronized in cloud, I can navigate to my sites folder, which is this folder, and I can click on it. It's showing me the list of all folders. I just create one more folder here, just test. If it doesn't exist yet, if I ever refresh, it's gonna display the folder that I just create. In this video, the program was shown to keep the XAMPP files synchronized with Dropbox. That's why we can use Dropbox to keep our source files and database synchronized on all computers.